welcome to part 2. Hopefully you stuck around in the first part, because I'm not done yet. I am not done yet. Hopefully this doesn't become an overly long video. Check the time code. Okay. I have a list. I thought this out, and I bitched to Wes, and I bitched to Chase, because he was there at the office with me at Gear Shift as I was watching the presentation. Caleb saw it too. He saw my flip out when I first saw Bayonetta was the Smash Ballot winner. Okay, so let's begin with number 1. I don't think she fits into the world of Smash Bros. And let me just get this out of the way first and foremost, so people, I've already gotten these questions from Wes and all them when I expressed my disgust at this. What about Snake? What about Snake from Brawl? He was too realistic, came from an M-rated game, and was there. The difference is, they put him in there, and that was their intention. So, he was just there in the game, whether we liked it or not. And just because he was there, doesn't mean I support that, you know, even. I never cared for Snake being in Smash Bros. Because it just seemed weird that, you know, yeah, sure, we have Zero Suit Samus, and honestly, she's pretty much just there for eye candy, and that's really it. Yeah, she's got her laser lightsaber gun thing, but whatever. I mean, every shot they show of her in the cinematics and in Subspace Emissary was her ass and her boobs, so, you know, I didn't care. When there's no reason to it, no comedy, no anything of why they would have to show them off in a way like that, I don't care. It's not, just no. So, that plays into a later part of this video. So, I just don't think that she fits in this world, in the Smash world, because you got these cartoony characters fighting each other, and because you can say it, because I just did the same thing for Snake and for Samus, because even when you get like Zelda or like Palutena in there, they're still anime-esque, they're still cartoony, as proportionate to like a human as they are. There's still a sense of cartooniness about them, but not with Zero Suit Samus. She looks pretty real, and Snake. You know, so Bayonetta fits right into that category of, why the hell is this human-ass character? Mario's a human, look how severely disproportionate he is, because he's just a cartoon. So, as cartoony, I have to use massive air quotes for this, as they still are, Samus and Bayonetta and all them, it's jarring to see proportionate humans in this game like this. So, not even just that, not even just her look, the fact that she's from an M-rated game, and her demeanor and her comedy and all of that stuff comes from the fact that she's from an M-rated game, so she can get away with a lot of shit, like cussing a whole lot, and being sexy and everything, and who wanted that in Smash? Apparently everyone, because she got high rankings, and I'll get to the rankings later too. I've got this all listed out. Here, bring back the list. I think this must have been Platinum Games' way of saying, thank you, Nintendo, for publishing our sequel onto the Wii U. Because she didn't start off on Nintendo platforms like Cloud. Really the fact that they even had to stretch to get Cloud in there, I have to say that they stretched to get Cloud in there, because you've got one of the biggest Final Fantasy announcements of, you know, as of now, which is FF7, the remake on the PS4. So, really it's the fact that earlier in the Direct, from the last Direct, they showed off some Final Fantasy game on the 3DS coming out. And I think Final Fantasy has, you know, dipped into the Nintendo pool every once in a while from back then, like I think on GameCube and stuff, and possibly on GBA. But, for Bayonetta, it's just the one game, Bayonetta 2. Wes has told me that he really only bought the Wii U to play Bayonetta 2. And those fans of Bayonetta 1 were pissed that she was an exclusive. And now she's the ballot winner of Smash Bros? Like, that's like a complete 180 from how everyone was reacting to her being on Nintendo. Now she's in this game, and you have to understand that Smash Bros is pretty prestigious, because at the time there were no games like that. of the Nintendo All-Stars, Nintendo's gaming All-Stars, fighting each other. So as I've said before in previous videos here on Westside Studios, that's my logic to who should be in this game and who should stay the fuck away. If you have a pretty long history on Nintendo platforms and they just look the part, they fit the part, they should fit the part in Smash. Which someone like Shantae fits, because she's been on there since the Game Boy Color. That was her first game, was on the Game Boy Color. And it just baffles me that, you know, that's not what happened. It was Bayonetta. Which I talked about her looks and everything, so I'm gonna just, hold on. I'm gonna put this over here. Somewhere where I don't have to be always turning, tossing and turning. Anyway, I talked about her look, and as much as I've talked to us about this, and if he ends up seeing this, he knows what's coming, I don't like her design. And as I've said before with Samus, it never appealed to me. It's just, what? Oh, Samus is out of her armor. Okay, but she's wearing a skin-tight blue suit. Oh, okay. And just inevitably, from right there, you already know, well, they're going to show a bunch of ass shots of her and a bunch of boob shots. And that's what happened. And same thing with Bayonetta, down to the Smash trailer, they showed her ass. And I'm just like, really? You already have... They included a whole bunch of other female characters in this game of Smash, in this installment. And we had Palutena, her ass was shown in her trailer, and her boobs as well. And we've had Wii Fit Trainer from the feet up, because yoga pants and shit. And why? I mean, I know that they do it because they're Japan and like their style of showing characters like that is whatever, but I mean, we could have broken away from that. And that leads into Shantae. Do I mention that in this? It's somewhere, yes. So I'm just gonna, these two fit hand in hand, these 2 points on my list. Her design versus Shantae's design. I'm using Shantae specifically because she's the one I wanted, and she just makes more sense. So, Bayonetta's design is clearly just sex appeal. Like, I don't care what anyone says. I don't care that I haven't played the games, the Bayonetta games. If they want to show us what this character's all about from the get-go, just showing us who she is, and they show off this chick with big boobs and her ass, and the camera's always focused on her boobs and ass, and she's got her glasses and her humor and all that other shit on her, and her heel pistol things, but the boobs and the ass, you know, and that's not cool, because first off, again, you've already done that with other Smash characters. Number 2, just no. Just with Shantae, she's a genie. Genie is, you know, and more so of that Arabian-ish kind of. They wear clothes like that. The girls who belly dance and all that, they wear clothes like that. And I've read a bunch of articles just to see like what people think of like her as a character, and as, first off, as a heroine, and as of her physical look. People are fine with it because it's cartoony in the sense of like kid cartoony, not because Bayonetta is still a cartoon character. Technically, she's, you know, a fictional character. It's different with Bayonetta and then with Shantae, because with Shantae, she's a cartoon, and you know, I'm pretty sure Way Forward takes, you know, I'm pretty sure they took, how's I gonna word this? They base the character off their moves and not so much as their physical look. Their physical look comes later, and they base the character and their personality around what they do. So with Shantae being a little sassy protector of her little homeworld with her hair whip, which that is unique as fuck. If we had Shantae in this game, that would have been her A move, and you already know that, and that no one else does that in Smash. So, you know, Bayonetta has her guns, she's another shooter. So I don't care about her long stream of combos, and she looks very OP to me off the bat. So many combos. I mean, of course, they can go wrong. They designed it to where those combos can easily go wrong if you don't know what you're doing and you just try to press the buttons. But if you know what you're doing, and those players who are going to like just adapt like that, she's gonna be OP as hell. Just from the way they showed her off, it's like, oh my god, are you serious? I think she's gonna be banned from tournaments and all that. So back to the designs though. They point out once in a while how scantily clad Shantae looks, but that's not her personality. there's no boob and ass shots of her, really. The only thing that as far as they go is in Pirate's Curse, when, for no reason, really, at all, in Tanline Island, she's wearing that scantily clad princessy, as people call it, the Princess Leia outfit. So, you know, that's as far as they go, and they don't even really stay on that a whole lot. You know, they don't point it out a whole lot. So, they handle that, the design, better than they did with Bayonetta, both in her games and in Smash, because boobs and ass shot, that's all it is. As much as you're gonna bash me for that shit, it's boobs and ass. Sex appeal for Smash. That's what we voted for. Not we, as in, I didn't vote for that, but everyone else voted for that. Also, where's the data? They said #1 in Europe, and she cracked the top 5 in the US. They didn't really mention Japan, and then they just went on to say worldwide she was #1. Where's the results to back that up? You've never revealed to us what the end of the ballot looked like, and how you were keeping track of everyone that was voting for whoever. I haven't heard anything about Bayonetta. I've heard, like, once in a while, like, a couple people that throw out their ideas, like Sora and Goku, as, you know, weird as that is, and it's just like, Bayonetta, and I was like, Bayonetta's not, what? No. So, I barely heard anyone, you know, because I've been hearing, you know, when you're online, no matter what region you're in, when you're online, you're watching, you're seeing how everyone reacts, and you get to see everyone talk about whoever they want. I haven't heard jack shit about Bayonetta, only once in a while. And Platinum Games, I'm not following them on Twitter or anything, but I'm following like WayForward and Yacht Club. So WayForward and Yacht Club were pushing. WayForward really wanted Shantae in this game, and so did their fans, and so did fans of Smash that were fans of Shantae, or even just kind of saw or maybe played one or so games. Like me, like I'm not a die-hard Shantae fan, but I became a big fan once I finished Pirate's Curse, because that's a fun-ass game. And they were interacting a whole lot with their fans way forward. They were like, yeah, Shantae for Smash. They're the ones that pretty much, I think, created hashtag Shantae for Smash. And they were in it. They were in the game, not Smash. I mean, like, they were in it, you know, they were there pushing for her to be in Smash, and I thought it was just, that was going to be it. Like, Shantae right there. Or even Shovel Knight, once the amiibo was teased by Game Grumps and all them, and I was like, well, hey, maybe if Shovel Knight, I've talked about it before, he'd be another sword fighter technically, but it would depend on how they built him around with his moves and his shovel and all that. I haven't heard anything about Platinum Games talking about Bayonetta. Again, I'm not following them on Twitter, and I never really bothered to check them out on Twitter because I didn't really care, but I mean, I haven't heard anything from anyone official or any of the other, like, any of the fans of Bayonetta say, we want Bayonetta, and that wasn't everywhere from what I saw. So, basically what I'm trying to say before I just keep going off on that is, where are the results? They didn't show us jack about what the final outcome was. And it confused me, because when I was watching the stream and they said she was the first in Europe, somehow, I guess from all that, I was just like, oh, and I'm doing this. I'm like, oh my god, oh, and I'm like turning away, because that's when I didn't see it when it said #1 worldwide. So I was assuming, wait, you just took one region and chose her as because she was the #1 in that one region? So I got confused, because that would have been complete bullshit right there. If they just picked from one region and kind of left out the other, and it still doesn't make sense. So she was #1 in Europe, cracked the top 5 in the US, so who were the other 4 in the US? You got Shantae had to be there somewhere, and probably Shovel Knight as well. I've heard people say like King K. Rool, who else? Some others like Wolf. Some people did want Sneak back, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. But no Bayonetta. I didn't hear about her anywhere. Just once in a while, and that's saying like maybe 2 times on one day, and then come like a week later, maybe I hear someone else say, hey, maybe Bayonetta. So very, very not so frequent. Not as frequent as Shantae and all them. So I want to see the results, in all honesty. I just want to see how that played out. I'm gonna just go to the next part. Let me see. We're at the end already. We're basically at the end. I only have 2 more points to go over. She's not free. Now hold on. Every every DLC character that has been revealed has costed some money. I think having Mewtwo and Roy and Lucas cost money was kind of bullshit because we were able to play as them in previous games. Why are you getting us to pay for them again? The newcomers like Ryu or whatever, you know, and even Cloud and all them, if they want to cost money because they've never been in a Smash game before, then whatever. But the character that we voted for, no matter who it was, even if it was Shantae, I would still be a little like, oh, we have to pay for her, whatever. You know, and even with Shantae, it'd be worth the investment because of who she is. Everything I've talked about so far. She's got the history. She's got the look. You know, not so much of the physical with what she's wearing, but she's cartoony. So she could fit in that world perfectly. Bring us Scuttletown and a bunch of songs. I've said this before. You don't have to put her in to promote Have Genie Hero, but you could put in Dance to the Danger, the theme song to Have Genie Hero, and there you go. Right there. Subtle. The one song. Maybe even one other song from one of the levels in the game. And that right there is like the perfect picture of an indie character, the Smash Ballot winner right there. Nope. Fuck all that shit. The fans didn't want that. They wanted sex appeal Bayonetta, and she doesn't deserve to be in this game, in all honesty. And I don't think she should be, she shouldn't cost money. Because this is what the fans wanted, regardless of who it was. Again, like I was saying earlier, the fans wanted this character, and again, whoever character was going to be here. Why should we have to pay for the character we wanted? I mean, that should be like the last thing Sakurai goes like, okay, you wanted this character. This is the first ever fan-voted character that they wanted to see this character in the game. Let's make him free. That kind of makes some sense. Nope, it's just how much ever money that she costs is the money she costs, so you wanted her in this game and then you gotta pay for her, along with every other DLC thing we've shown in this presentation. And I think that is such bullshit. So what have we learned today from all this? Those who are optimistic and haven't clicked away yet, she doesn't deserve to be in this game. This game is this is part of a prestigious series, yet this installment here feels like a joke. It feels like fanfic the game. Wouldn't it be cool if Ryu from Street Fighter and Cloud from Final Fantasy fought each other in Super Smash Bros? It sounds like a pipe dream. It sounds like a what-if scenario, and it has been, and Cloud was a what-if scenario for the longest time. And the fact, though, that they were like, well, we're gonna do it because, you know, whatever. There's a difference between listening to the fans and then just doing it because, oh, it's going to please the fans, it's going to make us more money because we're going to have you pay for the character, and also promotions because of the other games that are coming out for that character. It's going to get more attention going everywhere. Like, you do realize, Nintendo, that when you promote Cloud, you're also promoting a game on your rival's console. So, Bayonetta doesn't have anything to promote, she's just there because people wanted her. So it's like, oh, alright. This is my least favorite installment of Smash. It feels like a parody game. It doesn't feel like a true... Sorry if the phone's ringing, I'm just going to ignore it right now. It doesn't feel like a true sequel after Brawl. Like, you would think, okay, with as much as they packed in here, as much as they've done, as much as they've expanded from Brawl, you would think, oh, great effort, great effort has been put into this game. I don't think so. I mean, yes, there's a lot packed into this game, and the thought and attention had to go in, and the detail had to go in there, but you should not choose quantity over quality, because a lot of these characters don't make sense to be in this game that started off. As I've said before, I run on this logic, as they've promoted it back then, that this was a game based off Nintendo All-Stars fighting each other. And from the leaks that happened that summer of 2013 or 14, from 2014, from these characters that just don't make any damn sense. Even the littlest things like changing up the menus. Someone, I'll link it if I can find it. I think it was Relax Alex or someone talked about the menu layouts in Smash Bros. And I agree with what he says in that video. They fucked up how you find shit in the menus with lack of a story mode, with so many just things that piled up that I didn't agree with. And again, it's not that I don't like it, so yeah. It's just, I'm expressing my opinion, but those of you who think the same way, comment, let everyone else know, who just let the hype drown them. Just listen. The only word, if there's anything to take away from this, what have we learned today? Listen. Just listen to what we have to say. We're not complaining because we want to. We're bitching because fuck it. I don't like this decision, so it shouldn't be there. Like, it's not just that. That's what it looks like on the surface, but there is so much more to this than just, I want to bitch just because. So those who agree with me or see my points, even if you are a supporter of this, but can at least understand where I'm coming from, let me know, please. Because we need more people that think in this analytical way. I'm not saying I'm the messiah of Smash Bros. The things that are wrong are wrong. Like, far from that shit. I'm just some asshole who's yelling at a camera. But I care about game design. I care about games. And like I've said before, if you didn't know, Smash Bros. Melee was my first ever Nintendo game I've ever played. So I grew an attachment to Smash Bros. And to see that, like I said before, that there was great effort put into those games, and for as much effort as it looks like was put into here, at the same time there isn't that much effort because they reuse a lot of the same shit. They made these weird-ass decisions. This one right here, they had a chance to redeem themselves in my eyes, in my personal eyes. I was like, give us Shantae, give us someone with variety, and give us someone that's not just gonna look ridiculous in this world. And they fucked it up by putting Bayonetta in this. Boobs and ass for Smash. And that's it. With complex combos that people are gonna get a hold of and then start being OP and shit. And she doesn't fit in this world. And Corrin and everything I talked about from part 1 makes no sense to be in here because we already have so many Fire Emblem characters. It's just, oh, this could not have gone any worse unless they put Shrek in here or something. At that point, I'd have been like, yeah, I'm selling this game. On record, fuck this installment of Smash. I don't like it. I don't like these decisions that they made. If you agree with any of my points, or at least just listen to what we're trying to say, you can do better. I know that this game took a lot out of Sakurai. Like, I understand because I had to help Caleb remaster Watercase, and as that's a whole other thing. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm sympathetic. I mean, I am sympathetic, but it's just like, I get it. But these choices are just weird and not right in my eyes, again, in my personal eyes. They had a chance to redeem themselves. We could have had Shantae and we had boobs and ass instead. So that was the last nail in the coffin for me. I'm done. I've tried to persuade Wes to mention this briefly in yet another kind of update on Trash Talk. He gave me a stern no. We're not doing that. You've already said in the Arc 4 update video or the info video for Arc 5, whichever one it was, that this was the last we're talking about it. That's the last we're talking about it on Trash Talk. So, right there for you guys. Don't expect us to talk about Bayonetta for Smash on Trash Talk. This is it right here. He doesn't even want to talk about her being... He said that it's a mixed bag for him. Like, he kind of agrees with the things I say, but yet he bought the Wii U specifically for Bayonetta 2. So, I'm done with this video, with this game. That was the last straw for me. So, if they make a Smash 5 at any point, if Sakurai finally decides, hey, I might do a Smash 5, I'm going in with low-ass expectations. I've learned. I have learned. What have we learned? What have I learned? If this is the quality that we've gotten, the game looks good. Physically, visually, but that doesn't save the game. They have these iconic characters, that doesn't make it any good because of who they are and what history or whatever that they have or don't have. It just fanfic the game. It became fanfic the game. I'm just gonna go back to playing Melee and Brawl. I'm Marcelo. We'll see you guys later. Take care. Special little news announcement update thingy. The Crash Twinsanity walkthrough is coming back. Expect part 3 and onward very, very soon. So I'll see you guys later. Until then, I have a Christmas special for you guys soon. So take care.